Good morning, students. One more time, welcome to our biology class. In today's class, we are going to continue the same topic, plant kingdom. In the last class, we have discussed up to the algae, its general characters, and the economic importance. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the classification of algae. So, algae are classified based on the presence of main pigments. So, what kind of pigment is there? On the basis of that, so algae are classified into three classes. So today we'll talk about the different classes of the algae. Classification of algae. There are three classes. So the based on classification is based on presence of main pigment present in them. The first one is Chlorophyceae, which are also called the green algae. Second one is Phaeophyceae, which is also called the brown algae. And third class is Rhodophyceae, which is also called the red algae. So these are the three classes in the algae, and they are classified based on the main pigment present in them. In today's class, we will talk about only the class Chlorophyceae, and remaining two class we will discuss in the later class. Let us observe the general characters of Chlorophyceae. General characters. As already I have written there, so the members of Chlorophyceae are also called the green algae. They are commonly called green algae. The plant body of these algae are having wide range of forms. They are having diverse size and forms in there. Let us see the size and forms of the thallus body, the plant body. The plant body may be unicellular, filamentous, or colonial. So let us see the example for these different forms. For unicellular, so the unicellular motile are also there, unicellular non-motile are also in this group. Unicellular motile algae is Chlamydomonas, and unicellular non-motile algae is Chlorella. Both are unicellular, but this is Chlamydomonas is motile because it has flagella. With the help of flagella it moves, but Chlorella has no flagella, that's why it is non-motile unicellular algae. Filamentous. So the filamentous may be branched or single or unbranched. Filamentous unbranched. Example, Ulothrix and Spirogyra. For filamentous unbranched. And filamentous branched form, we may give example, Cladophora. Cladophora thallus is filamentous with branched structure. In the same way, we also see one more type or form of plant body, that is colonial. Example for colonial is volvox. There is one more type, that is umbrella shape. Example for umbrella shape is Acetobularia. So these are the diverse shapes, forms of the algae of chlorophyceae. They may be unicellular. In the unicellular, they may be motile or non-motile. They may be filamentous. In filamentous, they may be branched or unbranched. In colonial form also there. Some umbrella shaped the forms are also there. So now we move to the next character. They are grass green in color. They look very dark green or grass green color. They are grass green in color due to the presence of dominance pigments. Due to presence of dominant pigments or predominant pigments. Pigments, chlorophyll A and B. Even small amount of carotene and xanthophylls are also there, but chlorophyll A and B are the more dominant pigments. That's why they are green in color, or they appear grass green color. And the pigments are present within the chloroplast. Pigments are present inside the chloroplast. So these pigments are present inside the chloroplast. The green algae have diverse shape of chloroplast. Chloroplast have diverse shapes. Means different shape of chloroplast are there in this group. For example, chloroplast may be cup shape in Chlamydomonas. In Chlamydomonas, chloroplast is cup shaped. Chloroplast may be spiral or ribbon shaped. Spiral or ribbon shaped in Spirogyra. In Spirogyra. Chloroplast may be plate-like in Ulothrix. May be star-shaped in Zygnema, or reticulate shape in Dictyostoma. So like this, we may find diverse shape of chloroplast in this group. So we'll discuss in next character, that is where they found. So these algae are usually freshwater forms. They are freshwater forms. Means they usually found in like ponds, lakes, well, In such water bodies, they are usually found. Apart from this, they are also found on moist stone, soil and wood. So they may also found on the moist stone, soil and wood. If the algae are motile, if they are motile, they have flagella for the moment. The number of flagella may be 1 to 2 flagella, but sometimes 4 flagella may also present. Usually 1 to 2 flagella are there, but sometimes some algae may also have the 4 flagella. Clear? Next. The next character is the some or the most of the members of this group are having one or many storage bodies. They are called the pyronoids, and these pyronoids are present or embedded within the chloroplast. They have one or more storage bodies within the chloroplast are called pyronoids. They are called the pyronoids. And these pyronoids store the reserve food. In case of Chlorophyceae, starch is a reserve food. Starch is the reserve food. The main reserve food. Along with this, some may also have the protein and oil droplets also. And then how the starch is stored in the pyronoids. So if you draw the diagram of Chlamydomonas, this is the cup-shaped chloroplast. This one is nucleus, 2 granules from which flagella are originated. Within this there is a pyronoid. The protein core is embedded by starch. So somewhat a flower-like structure is there which is embedded within the chloroplast. So these pyronoids are the storage bodies and they store the starch. Even some may also store protein and oil droplets as their stored food. So next character, reproduction. Let us talk about the reproduction. Reproduction in green algae. They may undergo vegetative reproduction, asexual, also sexual reproduction. They show all 3 types of reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is by fragmentation. Vegetative reproduction takes place by the fragmentation. Then asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by the spores. The zoospores are flagellated, motile spores, and they produce when conditions are normal. When the environmental conditions are normal or favorable, in that situation, zoospores are produced by zoosporangia. But when the environmental conditions are adverse, in that situation, the other type of spores are producing. They are aplanospores, hypnospores, akinins. Because these are having thick cell wall, and this thick cell wall to protect the content of the cell during adverse condition. Let us discuss about the sexual reproduction. The next character is, we talk about the sexual reproduction. In green algae, we may find all three types of sexual reproduction. Means there are three types. One is isogamous, anisogamous, and also oogamous. So all these three types of reproduction we may see in the green algae. First of all, we will discuss about what is isogamous. Isogamous means when two similar gametes are fused and zygote formation takes place. When two similar or isogametes. When such two gametes are fused and zygote formation takes place, this is called isogamous. Example in Chlamydomonas. So here the gametes are motile. But in case of Spirogyra, here also we find this isogamous. But the gametes are non-motile. When the non-motile gametes are fused, similar. They are similar and non-motile. Or two isogametes which are non-motile, they fuse and form the zygote. This also we call the isogamous type of reproduction. The example for this, Spirogyra. Only difference is, in both the cases, gametes are isogametes. But only thing is, these gametes are motile and these gametes are non-motile. But when motile or non-motile, and the structurally both are similar, such gametes we call the isogametes, and fusion of isogametes form the zygote. That type of zygote formation is called the isogamous. And next type is anisogamous. Anisogamous. So anisogamous means it's a fusion of two dissimilar gametes or heterogametes. One gamete is larger in size, another gamete is smaller in size. When two dissimilar sized gametes are fused and zygote formation takes place, that type of zygote formation is called the anisogamous. We see anisogamous in some species of Chlamydomonas. And next one is oogamous. In oogamous, the female gamete is large, stationary or non-motile. Its female gamete is large, it's a stationary or non-motile. But male gamete is small and motile. And fusion of these two gametes results in zygote formation. Such zygote formation we call as the oogamous. Example in wormwogs. So these are the three types of zygote formation or sexual reproduction in green algae. Usually the green algae have rigid cell wall, and the cell wall is made by two layers. The inner layer is made by cellulose and outer layer is made by pectin. So these are the general characters of green algae. Example for this green algae are Chlorophaceae. Already I have mentioned many examples. So Spirogyra, Elothrix, Volvox, they are examples for this group. So here I am going to finish this class. So in the next class we will continue with another class of algae, FEOFSC. Thank you.